We are talking about anger. Remember what I said first. Try to deal with the root issue. What is the root issue for that anger? I'm talking about one verse from the book of Proverbs, and then we're talking about one principle, okay? So today, the verse is this, Proverbs 15:18. A hot-tempered man stirs up strife, but he who is slow to anger quits contention. Meaning what? Unless you give something for a fight, they cannot fight. You see what I'm saying? Unless you give something for that person to fight with you or get angry with you, they will not be able to get angry. So let's look at another principle. How do I deal with my anger? Mindfulness and emotional regulation is a very important key, which means you calm down. Maybe you go into a time of prayer. Maybe you foster some deeper self-awareness of where you're coming from and why you reacted in a certain way, maybe why you responded in a certain way. Maybe take that struggle before the Lord. Maybe spend some time reading the Word and reading a very good book and seeing yourself. I've been having these amazing conversations with my 16-and-a-half-year-old, and he's reading C.S. Lewis, and there are certain things. And yesterday we were sitting and talking a lot of things that he was reading about, and we were having some deep conversations. This morning I called him and I just said, hey, tell me some more things that you're reading. Let's have some deep conversations, And then he was like, yeah, there's one thing about pleasure. So he was talking about pleasure and how we think certain thing about pleasure and think as the greatest thing. But actually that's not the greatest thing. For some young people, sex is the greatest thing, So he read that C.S. Lewis was saying that for a small child who's just 5 years old, sex is not the greatest thing. A chocolate is the greatest thing, right? It's the focus on the place of pleasure. So when we begin to have these conversations that are very deep, this is called mindfulness. You're mindful about who you are. That awareness begin to create, especially when it comes to anger. Start having conversations like this, where you can having these deep conversations, maybe with a friend, maybe with your parent, maybe with your grandparent. Grandparents are very good for deep conversations because they are waiting for you to come and sit and talk and share and, from all the wealth of experience that they have walked in, have those deep conversations. And of course, spend some time in prayer. Take it to the Lord in prayer. Whatever is your struggle, take it to the Lord in prayer. I'm having certain struggles which I am constantly taking to the Lord in prayer and saying, Lord, I'm struggling from this. Maybe you struggle. Remember what I keep saying this. It's okay to get angry, but the way we react and respond is going to be a very important key.